Stonebwoy,
boss man,
assuming that I sacked you from the studio for arriving late,
Yeah.
what would be your initial reaction?
honestly speaking, I know this question is based off of an incident that once happened.
Yes.
So, if we're going to put it on the same scale, assuming that hadn't happened, I think prior to that happening, it has been a norm for Greenwich Meridian time, Ghana man time,
Okay.
that Africans or Ghanaians, as I can say, we are known to be late. 20 minutes late, 15, 30 minutes is the commonest. We think that is the norm. But prior to that happening, I think that with what I heard as a third party as well, taking myself away from, not even if not being an artist, you can sense that they have had issues before.
Mm-hmm.
So like the guy was saying, this is not the first time, this is not the second time, so he had a reason to do so that I can't justify, because only him knows. And per the arrival of my own brother Kidi, the artist, I think that he was 30 minutes late, like the thing said, right? And they had a few more minutes to be able to run. So it was solely to the discretion of the presenter to either manage the few 30, because honestly we have all been late before at several places, especially even interviews, sometimes even boarding your flights. Sometimes one time they almost took off my baggage, so lateness is part of us. But I think that it's solely to the discretion of who is at the
helm of affairs,
mm-hmm. to determine what not. So it's rather an unfortunate situation where it had to be that level. I know people have submitted their suggestions and their views, but for me, I think that if not for the reason he has stated and thinks he justifies himself to do so, there could have been a nicer way to deal with it.
Not
because
to go on air.
Even he himself can admit that lateness is with everybody.
Yeah, because I was
encourage one another to also always show up on time, because you can't tell.
Yeah, because I was thinking that, assuming maybe Teddy Riley was in a live Skype chat with him and he had to be in the studio, he would have to choose between the two, and he's going to be hot. I'm just assuming he was talking to somebody very important, and it coincided with your time. Probably at that time there was some business deal going down.
The artist was talking to somebody or had a legitimate
reason. Yes,
but I think he was not allowed to speak so that the same way publicly as the presenter had a reason to do what he did, that he also couldn't have the opportunity to express himself why he could justify his lateness, so that then we know that both parties have given their point and it will be left to the masses to judge. But however, I think next time we will all know what to do to avoid embarrassment, and also the presenter would also have to take it easy, because maybe it has happened twice or three times, and it is probably even more than that.
Mm-hmm.
And we were not there.
But it
was the end that we all saw.
All right.
How he dealt with them.